just touch on what Anthony Fauci said. He said everything and anything is on the table. The worst is yet ahead. It's how we respond. When we look at a first response, Dr. Garza, and saying, well, let's limit at least gatherings to under 50 people, does that make sense to you?
It does. So one thing that we're trying to do is flatten the epidemic curve. And so what that means is if you look at the curve from China, it was very steep. And that's because the virus wasn't quite discovered yet. It was out in the community, very densely packed community. And what happened is it overran healthcare systems. So what we really want to do is flatten that curve so we don't have as many people getting sick at the same time.
But I guess the confusion for a lot of the American people is if I'm in a group of people, what's the difference if I'm in the middle of 50 people or in the middle of 250 people, especially at a time when a lot of people who were on that stage with the president or in the briefing room with the president and vice president, we're talking about social distancing. We're talking about a lot of people staying home. We're seeing schools closed. We're seeing bars and restaurants closed. We're seeing major adjustments to the American way of life. Then this comes out 50 people or less. So is there a disconnect?
There's a little bit of a mixed message. So really what they're trying to emphasize is that you want to decrease the probability of being exposed to the virus, and the way that you do that is through social distancing. It does have a big impact on transmission. Now, there's no magic number, and so, you know, CDC picking 50, it'll probably ratchet down as the cases start to go up. But the whole idea behind it is to decrease transmission between people that have the virus and people that don't.